Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We are live. What's going on, everybody? It is super late, man. It's almost 12 o'clock. So, we're not finna do no bunch of yelling and screaming. We just finna have a nice, calm, relaxing conversation. It's late at night. You probably had a long day. Kick back and relax, man. We finna talk some 2K, because 2K ain't talking no 2K. So, we finna talk about the game. We finna talk about some possibilities in the game. My microphone is covering my face, so I don't want that. But yeah, man, we're trying to chill out and have some good vibes. So, in this particular video, we're gonna talk about pro play and the things that are wrong with pro play, and I'm gonna share my screen with you, so that way you can see what it is that I'm seeing in terms of the stuff that is not necessarily working. So let me switch my monitor over here and we can get started. So the biggest key that I'm seeing so far with pro play not being where it needs to be is the fact that the movement in pro play, it's not pro play itself that is the problem. It's the movement within pro play. Now, are there some movements in pro play that work? Yes, there are. But are there other movements in pro play that are not as good? That's absolutely a fact. A lot of the move sets in pro play do not work properly, and I'm going to show you here exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna make this full screen, right? I'm gonna show you the difference between when pro play is working the way that it's supposed to work and when it's not. So this is an example, right? We talk in pro play, so we cannot talk pro play and not show real world footage, because that is 2K's selling point, right? That's the selling point of the game. So when we're talking about the selling point, right? Let's come over here. I'm gonna get my setup together eventually. Let's look at this crossover, right? We're not playing no sound because we don't want to get no copyright strike. Look at Terry Rozier. Look at this. Okay. Now, when we talk in pro play, I'm gonna let y'all watch this again. Look at this crossover. Look at Terry Rozier when he gets the ball, how he is sizing his defender up. Okay, first of all, this kind of animation right here, in year one of pro play, we don't have this. And this is a problem, because when we're talking about pro play and we're talking about more realistic movement, and I've said this before, I don't know if you're new here or whatever it is, I don't care if the movement is more realistic or more arcadey. It just has to be consistently fair. I've said that time and time and time again. So if we look at this movement, right, we're gonna frame by frame through this. Let me move my keyboard over so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna frame by frame through this here. All right. So as we frame by frame, right, when we talk in pro play, first of all, everything with crossovers is all momentum shifts. When Terry Rozier gets this ball and comes off of this, this little mini screen, right? Okay, kind of like a rub screen. He's going at a certain speed, okay? He sees KD coming around the bend, right? KD's trying to catch up to him and stop him. So he's moving at full speed, and then he gives him a hard stop. We don't have this hard stop in pro play in year one right now. And if we do have it, it's not in the packages for taller guards. It's just not. Which is a problem, because it makes the game not fun to a degree. Because we don't have this move, right, what ends up happening is because the defense is also messed up in 2K in year one of pro play, you have people still using a lot of the same moves that they used in past 2Ks in order to try to get open, because this is not a viable option. You don't have like, I know people like the quick stop in 2K, but if we could get stops that are this punchy and this snappy in year 2, then we can actually have a game where people are having fun. This doesn't have to be the only stop. There can be multiple ones, but they have to be this punchy and they have to be this snappy, right? So when he gives him this hard stop here, right, he backs up. It's seamless, right? Let us be able to make it seamless, though. Don't give us a hard stop and then force us into a backup. Let us have direct control. What if we want a hard stop, right, on that plant and go behind the back and get around this guy? We don't have that in year 1 of Pro Play. Now, NBA 2K25 is going to come out in less than a month. We don't know what the game's going to look like, but if we get these kind of animations, it's going to be a great year. If 2K tries to pigeonhole us by trying to make everything slow and clunky in order to be able to combat quote unquote cheese or this or that, what's going to end up happening is that the average player that plays 2K is not going to have fun. We need this movement here. We need this. I'm going to play it in fast motion so you can see it. And I'm going to slow it down. We need that right there. This stop. And it cannot be relegated to small guards only. Now, once he does this, because we don't have this in 2K24, all the people that are praising Pro Play. Once he does this on the hot back here, right, when KD shifts his feet right here, because Terry Rozier is such a great ball handler, the play is essentially over. Okay? Hot back, tween. You see this right there? You see Kevin Durant shifting his feet? Play's over. Kevin Durant is so tall, he didn't really need to shift his feet in order to be able to square up with him. But he did shift his feet in this particular instance, right? We frame through. You get one tween, right? He's selling the drive, right? Kevin Durant opens up because he's selling the drive. What does Terry Rozier do instead? Do another tween. When he hits this second tween and Kevin Durant changes his stance again, he's cooked. Once again, we're seeing this example because we are talking about pro play. These are theories to fix pro play. We have to use, because 2K is using such a large selling point, we have to use this as an example. We can't just be like, oh, well, I'm going to just show you parts of the game. No, this is what they're saying that they're advertising us. So this is what we should get. Let's go. When he does this move here, we get one more hard stop, right, into a spin. We don't have that in year 1 of Pro Play. When he hits this spin here, boom, it's a half spin. Kevin Durant doesn't know that, but he believes that, he thinks that. And because he believes that and thinks that, right, you got, oh, it skipped a frame. You got him doing the half spin, turn it like this. Kevin Durant tries to cut him off. He goes flying. Terry Rozier pulls up for the jumper. This right here, if we get moves like this in NBA 2K25, this will be the fix for Pro Play. Right now, as it stands, the dribbling is not snappy, it's not punchy, it's not dynamic. The rhythm dribbles, the regular breakdowns, and if you've been playing the game all year, you know this. The regular breakdowns, with the exception of a couple of them, are not that useful. That's a problem. Are they kind of useful? They can be, but the shiftiness in which we just saw Terry Rozier operate, and this is, I'm pretty sure this is this season, right? Yeah, this is this season that just passed. So, in Terry Rozier, he has a signature size and shit in the game. The shiftiness of which we just saw this is not in the game right now, as it currently stands. And then to make it even worse, a large part of what we see is lockdowns with super high steal that run up, crowd the ball, and there's no consequence for it. Nobody has to pay for anything, which makes the game even harder to play. I'm gonna play this thing in full motion one more time so you can see it. Look at this. This is beautiful. Now, Once again, the game don't have to be completely realistic, but the moves have to be, if 2K is marketing pro play, the moves have to feel more like this. Punchy, snappy, quick to it. Able to break out of things. He set him up with the spin. I wonder if they're gonna go back. Yeah, he went back to it. Look. Even if we go here, look at this. We talking about foot planting. We seeing, you know, and I'm not falling for it, you know, but look at this. Frame jumped a little bit. Hop back, right? This little hop here, we need stuff like this if we're going to get dynamic dribbling. We talking about pro play. Give us things that make us feel like a pro. Don't stunt us trying to get certain things out of the game. Okay, that's one move. I got a couple examples, right? We're going to get off that one. We're going to go to this one here. Y'all remember when Kevin Durant was playing in Brooklyn? This is from a couple years ago, or about a year ago. It's from about a year ago. We're going to watch it in full motion first. Boom, boom. Look at that. This is what we need in pro play. Yes, it's a video game. It doesn't have to be one-to-one, but there's a shiftiness. And even in terms of the hesitations and stuff like that, you can't stop on a dime like this in pro play, with pro play as it currently is in 2K24. Look, okay, grab it. He didn't really rip through, but like a takeoff crossover thing. Okay, we see this defender. His stance is already fucked up. That's another thing that's not incorporated into 2K right now. Hopefully we can get that back, and then it'll make it more fun for crossovers and ankle breakers and stuff like that. Okay, we going. All right, now when he takes off hard like this, when Kevin Durant takes off hard, Gafford is trying to catch up. This is bad. This is an element, once again, we keep talking about pro play. Even if we make the game arcadey, these elements still have to be in here. If you take off hard in one direction and someone is chasing you and they don't adjust in time, how are you maintaining keeping up with them? All this shit about 90-something perimeter and all this other, I'm not trying to hear all that. The game is not fun in its current iteration when you cannot stop and make snappy decisions with your dribble. Or you get these big, long, weird crossovers that lead to nowhere. Then you got everybody complaining, and I'm just being honest with you. I'm at a point now where I'm damn near tired of Twitter. I'm so sick and tired of watching people complain and bitch every single day on Twitter. I'm damn near about to. I'm waiting on 2K to drop all the info on Twitter. Mike Wayne got his ass hacked the other day, releasing a damn token. Whoever, somebody released a token on this page or whatever it is, some sort of crypto token. But I'm just over it, man. Don't nobody, for people like myself, I just care about the game. I don't care about this comp versus sim conversation and all this other shit. This shit is lame to me. Have I spoken on it in the past? Yes, I have. Am I tired of speaking on it? Yes, I have. I mean, yes, I am. Because at this point, what are we to gain from this conversation? We get it. Comp people don't like people that just want to play the game casually and enjoy a basketball video game. And there are some casual people out there who are weird enough to care what these niggas think, and I don't understand why. It doesn't make any sense. We do not need to argue about comp versus sim. And once again, when the original stuff came out of people showing themselves in the rec, dressing up, being Michael Jordan or Kobe or whatever it was, right? There was never a need. I'm going to get back to the pro play here in a second. There was never a need for anybody to be like, oh, this won't work against comp. If you play the game casually like I do, the rec in the park, play the game. If you want to put your highlights up, that's cool. But comp players don't need to be commenting on casual modes and casual experiences. You're allowed to enjoy the game by being cheesy and spamming all the broken moves and going in there and glitching stuff and finding the tiniest windows of exploits in order to be able to enjoy the game and have fun the way you want to have it and bet money on the game. Other people are allowed to be able to enjoy the game in other ways. If they want to go out there and dribble like old ass men and play super slow, let them do it. They're not playing against you, so it doesn't matter. So the combination just needs to go. But once again, if we're talking about pro play, that means, remember, because we're talking real world NBA footage, that's what they told us. So this is real world NBA footage. Where is this snappy animation? Okay, so he got his momentum going. Plant, stop. Look at this. Do you see some long, drawn out, slow ass animation here that makes Kevin Durant move awkward? You don't. Yet and still, when we get in the game, on one hand, 2K wants to talk pro play and balance, and then on the other hand, they don't want to give us real world moves. So you gotta pick one. You can't sell me, oh well, this is real moves interpreted off NBA footage, but then when we get the game, we got all these slow ass moves in here. We got all these clunky mechanics. I shouldn't have to play this game, right? And based off of my dribble style, if I want to drive to the basket and use my fastest launch, I gotta hold down and to the right to go to the right. Like, who's making these decisions that this is good? And then you want to show me some pro play footage. I'm showing y'all this is pro play footage. This is pro play footage. This was just from a year ago. So this should be in the game. Now, I know they said they got a lot more. I'm hoping 2K25 does have it. Look at this. When he did the tween here, was this a tween? Did the tween, okay. The tween. Look at this move. You see this? We don't have these little nuances in 2K. Where is this in 2K? Where Kevin Durant can stop on a dime, go to his tween, and then go back between. If we really seriously talking about real world footage, once again, if you're just getting in, 2K is talking about this is pro play. Pro play is supposed to be real world footage turned into the game. Yet the game that we have in 2K24, we have all these slow ass dribble styles that don't work. We have these slow ass animations that don't work. He does the tween, right? The dude retreats. He does his crossover, gives him some more pressure, blows right past him. We don't have this in the game. People, we can sit and argue all day till the cows come home about what's not comp and this and that, whatever it is. I'm not gonna have that conversation. If y'all want to have that conversation about comp, y'all gonna do that on your own time. I'm talking about the game being fun or not being fun. And if they're gonna fix it, they gotta stop gatekeeping the dribble styles. It's gotta stop. We need dribble styles that are effective. We need dribble moves that are effective. Don't tell me that you're giving me 9,000 animations, and then when you give me 9,000 animations, none of them are snappy, none of them are punchy, because you want everybody to be able to be dribbling slow and moving slow, and then ain't nobody really got no real wiggle. I'm gonna go to another clip for you. I'm gonna show you another clip. Okay. This here, I can't remember which one. There's one of them. Okay, I'm gonna go to this one first. This is super critical. I'm gonna explain to you why. Right? Watch this. So we're gonna get past this little clip here. We're gonna get past this. Ooh, don't want to get no copyright. Let's go ahead and mute that. All right, watch this. We're gonna play it first, and then we're gonna go back. Did y'all see that? Well, let's play it again. Boom. All right, now we finna take it in slow-mo. Now, when we're playing 2K, right, once again, we talking about real world footage. This was from, whenever the Nuggets last wore these uniforms or whatever it is, but this is not far-fetched, okay? It's not like I'm showing you 80s footage and talking about pro play. This is, recent in the last decade, I guess, whatever it is, but it's still a viable option because basketball is still played in a similar fashion now. Usually it's about 2 decades removed where the moves get a little bit more crazy. But this is in a similar fashion. So if we pay attention, right? Watch this. We're gonna go all the way through frame by frame. Okay. Whoever it is, show it right here. I don't even know who that Bulls player is. I usually know the names of these players, but it might be a young lawyer marketing, but no, that ain't him. I don't know what I'm talking about. He wasn't even in the league then. Okay, look. So this move right here, the in and out, boom, is literally one of the most useless moves in 2K today. We talking about pro play. Now, will it be fixed for 2K25? It needs to be. Because if it's not fixed, right, when you're dribbling, especially like, and I made this example in a video that I threw away actually. When you're dribbling, let's say for instance, you're Kyrie Irving, not Kyrie. Let's say you're an elite ball handler in the NBA because Kyrie can do whatever the hell he wants. But he's just different. Let's say you're an elite ball handler in the NBA. If you got somebody that's a quote-unquote lockdown defender that's stuck to you on the left-hand side, when have you ever seen that elite ball handler cross the ball over to the left side where the defender's already sitting? You don't see that. The reason why you don't see that is because it's not smart. So what do you do instead? You either go full speed with some sort of momentum, hit them with a hard stop or something like that, and get into a move to be able to create some space, or you hit them with the in and out. The in and out is a great move in order to be able to bait someone who is trying to overplay the crossover. It's like a hezzy, but it's like a hezzy cross with one hand. It can be. It depends on how fast or how slow you do it. But this move here in 2K is absolutely awful. In 2K, we get this big ass, dumb ass animation. And I'm gonna show y'all here. I'm gonna just switch on over to the game here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Watch this dumbass animation. See, we still have this going. I'll get y'all to it in a second here. But these kind of moves here, we're not getting this. Where is this move? You constantly got people complaining about, oh, this won't work in comp and stuff like that. The reason why it won't work is because the moves that we need in order to be able to make someone pay for playing bad defense are not in the game. If you're sitting on my left side and you're trying to bait the crossover, if I give you this in and out, but you're guessing that I'm going to go to my left hand and I don't do it, how are you not getting a quote-unquote stun or an ankle breaker? How's that not happening? Depending on my ball handle rating and depending on what your defensive rating is. How's that not happening? Where is the consequence for trying to sit on the crossover and then when I give you a move, you guess wrong? Where's the consequence? It's the same conversation I was having as well about, for instance, right, like I was saying this the other day in somebody else's stream, when you're playing the game, right, in NBA 2K24, jump shots were green or miss. You had to green in order to be able to make a jump shot, which means you had to have you had to be within the timing window in order to be able to get a desired result. At the same time, in NBA 2K24, you do not have to be within the timing window in order to be able to get a block or to get a contest on the shot. You can jump whenever the hell you want to jump, and there's no consequence. Then, to make matters worse, for 2K25, they're removing whistle. And then you got to go on Twitter or go into YouTube comment sections and see these people talking shit about what's comp and what's this and what's that, when in reality, 2K is not a competitive game. It is a casual game. Do people try to make it competitive by using a bunch of meta sigs? Yes, they try. And just because you put money on something does not make it competitive. You can bet on it, but it doesn't mean it is competitive. Competitive, in my opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, right? And if you clicked on this video, that's what you're here for. You're here for an opinion. Theories. It says it in the title. In my opinion, competitive means that the game has to be fair. It's not fair. If I have to time my jump shot properly, but you can jump whenever the hell you want to and still affect my shot, how is that fair? The game does not, I'm going to say this over and over and over again during the course of the stream, so people do not misconstrue my words. The game does not have to be realistic. It doesn't. But the game has to be fair. This move is missing from pro play. How are we talking about we're having fun playing the game when it's basic basketball common sense? 2K keep talking about how the game is realistic. How? Watch this. You see this right here? This is another example of something that's missing from pro play. Look, I'm going to show it to you again in fast motion. Boom, right there. We're missing this. So if we're going to get pro play fixed, we're going to have multiple dribbles that work, dribble styles that work, crossovers that work, and we're going to have in and outs that are actually useful. The in and out is an important dribble move the same way that Hezzy is important. We got sham gods in the game and multiple sham gods, and we got one sorry ass, funky ass in and out move. It don't make sense. Especially when we're talking about elite ball handlers, right? You got somebody that's trying to sit on the crossover. I'm already starting out. Here he is. He's trying to sit on the crossover. He's watching Derrick Rose's momentum come off the thing, trying to sit on the crossover. Get hit with the in and out. Boom. Thought I was going that way. He tried to cut me off. Plays over. This is not in pro play in year one. So I understand people's frustrations with pro play. I do. I really truly get it. You want to sit. I mean, you can't sit on Twitter and badmouth everybody that don't like pro play because the animations in the game are, a lot of them are not useful. It's just the facts. And once again, like I've said before, I am not comp, and I'm saying that. Even here, let's watch this one real quick. I don't remember what that was. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna play at regular speed first. And then we're gonna watch it in slow-mo. Boom, one. Oh, there we go. Now we finna do it again. Watch this. Okay, now we got enough showing it to show how this not working. We're not even gonna first focus on the first cross. We're gonna look at the second one. Okay, you got beat. Now you're trying to catch up. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. This that is not in pro play. Look at this stop. Boom. We stopping. Is he doing some weird movement after he stops? He's not. He's just stopping. Boom. Okay. Now, even when he comes to a stop, when he does his tween, he steps forward. There is no step forward in pro play. There are certain animations, like for instance, when you put Kobe on, Kobe don't have no animation that makes him step forward when he comes to a hard stop. You need these little shifts in movement in order to be able to, when you're talking about pro play and selling it properly, you need this stuff. You can't have the game without it. Because now when you're talking about it being realistic, how is it realistic if a lot of the stuff that's happening is not in favor of being able to give you moves that work? That's the reason why pro play don't work in year one the way that it could have worked, because it's not there. I shouldn't have to equip other dribble moves or find a dribble move that works. All of the dribble moves should work in an effective fashion. They should all work. Yes, are some of them for different things. Like for instance, I'm gonna show y'all right now. We're gonna go to NBA 2K 24. I'm gonna go through. They're gonna sit up here and try to get me to buy the championship edition, scumbags. Okay, we're gonna go through that. We're gonna come back over here and look again at our live footage. You see this here? I'm gonna finish breaking down this crossover. We're gonna finish breaking this down. Let's go back. When he does this step here, and Dylan Brooks tries to get on over on the ball, right, to try to beat the screen, Look at this goddamn hezzy. Look how beautiful this is from the tween to the jump hezzy. We don't have this in pro play. When you do a hezzy, so basically in pro play, this would be considered a hesitation escape. When you do a hesitation escape, and I'm gonna show y'all here in a second on 2K24, when you do a hesitation escape on 2K24, you jump all the damn you go all the way over here on a simple move. Why? Because without it, the way the steal is so high, all you're gonna get is people literally running full speed at the ball, trying to get a steal, which makes the game what? Not fun. Look at this hezzy. Look how beautiful this is. As soon as he bit on it, boom, crossover, big dummy. Look, staring at nothing, and then you get into your jumper. That's not how pro play is. And I'm going to show y'all right now. So I'm a little delayed because I got my second screen up. We're going to go to the Gatorade gym. And I'm going to show y'all exactly what I'm talking about in terms of pro play. And I'm going to show y'all the moves that did not work this year in terms of what they could have been useful for. So once again, remember what I said even at the beginning. Crossovers are based off of shifting people's feet. You can't shift someone's feet if your movements don't have any. There's nothing that they do. Like if you're just standing still dribbling, that does nothing. So signature size ups this year they were not that good. There were a couple of them that were useful, but once again, when you're talking about people that are playing this game that are making great money off of being content creators, or even when they were in the 2K league or whatever it is, people are going to pick the moves that work. We got to stop being facetious here and talking about, oh, pro play was fun. No, don't tell that lie. Pro play the game was cool until everybody figured out the L2 cancel, which is one of the most broken moves in 2K. Just as bad as the fucking behind the back. So let's go. Let's watch this, okay? You have to have an 88 ball handle to be able to do this move. This is Kobe's regular breakdown. Who the hell are you breaking with this? Who are you breaking with this? You're not breaking anybody. So this one here allows you to move forward, but the steals are so high. First of all, there's no wiggle in this. I'm going to do it again. Boom. Who are you shifting with this? This should look pretty, but you're not going anywhere with this. I don't have to be a 2K comp player or a 2K professional to tell you that this move is not good. There's no shifting of the defender with this. And then the things that are in Kobe's package that allow you to be able to shift. Look, escape one way, escape the other way. That's it. That's all you have. So like I said, hopefully in year 2, we get pro play that where there's shifts and stuff like this. Watch this. If I want to go between the legs like Curry just did here with an 88 ball handle, okay, I get that animation. Boom. But after I do it, look at this big ass hop here. You only need that because people are allowed to get up on the ball, overplay the ball, and there's no consequence for it. That's why you're allowed to be able to do that. If we're talking about pro play, give us the ability to be able to move. Do not keep us stuck in the mud. We need snappy, punchy dribble styles. If you're a guard, you need to be able to equip these things. How is it in 2K23 I can use Kyrie Irving's, some of his dribble moves, and in 2K24, the game that's supposed to be better than 2K23, all his shit is locked under 6'4". So I could go on and on and on. I'm not going to do that, but I could go on and on and on about the dribble styles, about the things that work, about the things that don't work. But we got to keep it a buck, man. We got to stop this false narrative. Are there some elements of pro play that work? Yes. You've seen some people online that did good moves with pro play. At the exact same time, there's too many moves that are not efficient. Even, I'm gonna go back one more time. I'm gonna show y'all one more time. Look at this. Okay, now I'm gonna show y'all two things. I'm gonna shoot the ball. I'm gonna show y'all two things real quick. Watch this. Watch how stupid this is. Okay, so combo moves in 2K23. Remember combo moves? Combo moves were supposed to get a defender to shift their feet. In 2K23, Kobe's was a double tween between the legs when you went from the ball hand to the other hand. So I'm gonna show you right now. Watch this. This is his one in 2K24. Who are you shifting with that? Now I'm gonna show you what was released in season 7. Let's go to season 7. Okay. Let's go to animations. Let's watch the combo move in season 7. Combo moves. This is supposed to be an integral part of the game. I'm gonna put on Jordan Poole. Now, watch this animation. Watch how we shift the defender over. Look at this. We're gonna put it in the same hand. Watch this. Do you see the difference? I'm gonna do it again. You only need an 85 ball handle for this. Look at that. Look how he does a quick, snappy move that gets, if you're in front of me, if you don't get over on this, I can shoot out of that, right? That's the difference. And that's all we're asking for. We're asking for more moves that give us the ability to be able to shift defenders. Stop giving us these slow-ass, dry-ass moves and then getting on Twitter talking about everybody just go use the same ones. Yeah, because most of this stuff does not work. I'm gonna show you a couple more. For instance, one that a lot of people didn't know about this year was Jason Tatum. A lot of people did not know that. Jason Tatum's combo move was actually pretty good. And I can tell you how I know, because I was using it when the game first came out. And then a couple seasons later, I saw poor boy Sin. He was actually in the theater. I guess he was in there testing shit out. And he was using it. He had it equipped on his dude. So I'm like, okay, so I wasn't crazy. Because I'm usually a pretty good gauge at playing 2K and understanding which animations do what. So if we look here, look at Jason Tatum shit. Look at this. You still getting the shift. It's not as wide as the one for Jordan Poole, but you still getting the shift. And then his opposite one, right? That one needs a little bit more work, but you know, we need moves that are shifty. We need moves that give us the ability to be able to rock out. What is this? Even if so, we go to animations. We're gonna look at another combo move that was. What was another one that was good? This one with Tim Hardaway was actually pretty good. Now the weird thing about Tim Hardaway, and a lot of people don't know this, with Tim Hardaway, you needed to put the right hezi on with Tim Hardaway. And I could get on my other build and show you, but I don't think we need to do that in the stream. But with Tim Hardaway, you need to put the other hezi on. Like, look at that. Who are you shifting with this? You're not shifting nobody with this. You need an 85 ball handle to put this on. You're not shifting anybody with this. Kobe, you need an 88. This one, you need an 85. That move, you can shift somebody with. This other one, you're not moving anybody's feet with this when you're playing the game. So if you're in this stream and you're frustrated with the way pro play is in 2K24, you should be. Because I'm frustrated. Because it didn't work as advertised. That move right there, you might get a little shift out of that, but the second move was a better move in order to be able to get somebody to move from left to right. I'm going to go down a little bit. I don't think I got no more. This one I can't even put on. I think that's Trae Young. Ja Morant, he had one move we can move, and the other one you can't. Zach LaVine, his shit was decent, but the problem with Zach LaVine is once somebody figured that you had it on, it was slow. This is a good combo starter. It's just too damn slow. It's too slow. So we need in 2K, and I'm gonna go through the dribble styles real quick too, just show you real quick what we've been missing. These punchy snaps that we're supposed to have. When we look at this real world NBA footage, we don't have them. Now, there is one bright light that I think that I'm gonna show y'all real quick in the 2K trailer. There is one bright light that I think that might save us, and I'm gonna show you right now. Go to home. I'm gonna check out the NBA 2K trailer. So let's see. This trailer had a couple bright lights in it of things that just might change stuff for us. Let's see, trailer. We're supposed to be getting my player news tomorrow, so I will be also giving a breakdown of that if you want to see what I'm talking about tomorrow in terms of the builder. But honestly, like 2K, I can't be surprised at this point. This shit better be muted when I get on here. Okay, good. It is muted. So if we look at the trailer, right? We're gonna hit play. We're gonna watch some points in the trailer. Most of this is cinematic garbage, stuff that does not help us, right? It might be cool for newcomers to the game, but if we've been playing this game for a long time, we don't care about none of this. All this yelling and screaming and hot ass breath. We don't care about none of this. 9,000 new animations. I'm not the only YouTuber that's talked about it. How many of them we're gonna actually be able to use? Pro play. At the beginning of the stream, the reason why I was showing you real world footage was because this is what they're advertising. They're saying that they're taking real world footage. So if it's going to be real world footage, give us snappy, punchy animations that allow us to be able to move. Quit chaining us up. Like for instance, this is good. Like this move here is not going to work. It'll work in order to be able to set someone up or like lull them to sleep. But you need those snappy, punchy movements. So, for instance, this ain't really finna fly either. Let's watch Steph Curry again. Do it one more time. Okay, so even that, like that little behind the back, you're not going nowhere with that, unless the defense is changed and you actually have to stop on a dime, move to the next spot, and stuff like that. You ain't going nowhere with that. It is either. This shit is pretty. Foot plant. Boom. Who cares about this for the actual game? The hop back. Is the hop back going to be able to create enough space as the other ones do? We don't care about dunks. We don't care about this either. This is weak because this is getting swatted. The way people sit in the paint, this is getting fucking blasted. This move here, remains to be seen. This right here, now this is going to be fire. This is going to be fire. Because of how much space it creates. But that's what people are looking for. They're looking for moves that create space. Now, nobody want to play this game and be just people just hip ride him the whole game and clamped up because he's just charging to the basket. Nobody wants that. There is one clip. So even this here. Okay, we get it. Shoes and shit, we get it. Sidestep, we get it. We get all that. But what about when we get ready to launch? They said they're going to give it to us, so we just got our fingers crossed. See this right here? This is a problem. I don't know if I said this before in my last stream. This is a problem. This animation right here. This animation is a problem. This is the same animation in 2K25 that is in Zach LaVine's dribble style and in KD's. You can't go anywhere with this slow ass shit. The way the defense is, people run up on the ball. You can't go anywhere with this. Now this, if we can get our crossovers back like this, we're gonna be in business. Hopefully this is not pro again. Hopefully this is something a little bit more useful. But look how he plant, explode. This is what we need. We need a lot of dribble styles like that. Almost all of them that are for guards and stuff. We don't need a bunch of dribble styles where y'all trying to freeze us in the mud. Talking about this is realistic. It's not realistic. When Kevin Durant crossed Daniel Gafford, we'll go back to his crossover again. Let's go back. Just escape real quick. Let's go back to the crossover. When Kevin Durant crossed Daniel Gafford, there was no long ass pause in the animation. I'm talking to 2K terms. There's no long ass pause. Watch this. Boom. Do you see him taking this long drawn out step that he had in the NBA 2K25 trailer? Let's go back to the 2K25 trailer. We hit and play. Watch this. This is a hard stop, right Here, this is a hard stop. What is this? I thought we were talking about pro play. Where is this? Because Kevin Durant did not do this when he crossed Daniel Gafford. It's right here. It's right here. He didn't do that. He didn't stop and take this long ass bomb and step back. He went straight into his stop. Straight into his stop. Look at that. Leg extended. Boom. Plant on the left foot. The right foot. He hopped and gathered. Boom. And right into a tween. It's all one motion. So keep your fingers crossed for NBA 2K25. Do not let people fool you and think that we're just going to, like, we want the game to be good. If we play this game, we want it to be good. That's true. But we also are not going to sit here and be unrealistic because, quote unquote, we love 2K. It's a video game. You should love basketball video games more than you love 2K. It don't matter who the fuck come up with a basketball video game. If it's good, that's okay. If it's not good, that's okay too. Speak up and say something. If you want to be disrespectful about it, you can be disrespectful. If you want to be chill about it like I am, you can be chill about it. But call them on their shit. 2K literally, I'm going to say this real quick. 2K dropped on Twitter today. Did y'all see how embarrassing this was? 2K dropped some sort of screenshot to a bunch of people in the community as an announcement for the fact that they're dropping my career builder stuff tomorrow. Why? Can you think about how disrespectful that is to us as consumers? The fact that they would do that. Why would you then be like, oh, well, I'm going to drop this for y'all tomorrow? Y'all already put out a large ass flyer talking about the week of August the 5th. It's the 8th. You might as well just say it, hey, the news is coming out on the 9th. Just say that. Do not have people on Twitter for 5 days in a row or 4 days in a row. No, 3 days actually. 3 days in a row looking for information and y'all didn't drop nothing. Then we got to wait till tomorrow at 7:45 a.m. I have responsibilities. I have a life. I don't, my life does not revolve around 2K. Do I play the game? Yes, I do. Do I play the game often? Yes, I do. But my life does not revolve around 2K. The news cycle drop for this game has been trash. And whoever's been in social media running this stuff is completely out of touch with the user base. They don't know what we want. They literally waited. They dropped a pre-order and waited 2 months to give us a minute and 57 seconds of niggas sweating and screaming in the dark, in the lights. Play like, all this other kind of stuff. We barely have any moves in here. So once again, guys, it's not just you. Pro play did not work the way that it should have worked in year one. It didn't. Outside of the Chef Cruz combo, whatever it is that he said he created, whatever, I can't think of nothing else that worked like that. That where you could set somebody up with hard movement going one way and then pop into a hot back jumper and it was useful. Kobe's hot back jumpers this year were trash. He had like one that was good, but it was just slow as hell. It's like a pullback animation. And then if you're not stunning anybody off of it, how is it useful? Because I'm going to go into my pullback animation. I mean, you got to do so much to set it up. It'll work, but it barely works. So it wasn't just you this year. Man, we hoping that we get a game where 2K sticks to their word. They give us highlights. You know, we got all this stuff. Talking about pro play this, pro play that, or whatever it is. We need moves that are efficient and effective. All this shit, dunking and all this other kind of shit, that shit's cool, but we need... Let's see if there's any more crossovers in here. We need moves that are actually... That's when the nigga dislocated his finger. We need moves that are going to be effective. Crossovers, jump shots, things that are going to make the game fun again. I think Devin Booker got something in here. Who's just filling around like this? Oh, Joel Embiid, big sorry ass, always falling on the ground. I'm just joking. He ain't sorry, but it's just funny to me. Like this nigga just laying on the ground all the time. He too damn big to be on the ground. Ooh, get blocked. Sorry, nigga. We don't care about passes. We care about crossovers. Look, okay, bomb. There we go, right there. Evan Mobley, he's a big fuck, right? But the same thing, the principle applies. Where is this? Where is it when a lockdown is playing super hard defense and you can stop on a dime because he's holding on to turbo, you make this nigga fall on his face? Where is it? Come on, 2K. Help me out. Give me something.